Aries, welcome to your Astroflower reading. This is going to be a whistle-stop reading from the 28th through to the 5th of September, so fasten your seatbelts. Here we go. Let's see what's going on. Overall energy here is following your evident path, following basically what is right for you, and yes, I think the overall energy is pulling you in that direction there, pulling you away from any sort of conflicts that doesn't really serve you or anything. What the blazing, everybody's been getting this card. I'm not joking. Every single sign has got this card, and it is all comes up in this lower section here. It's either within the universe or within your karmic message, and your karmic message is taking care of yourself, pampering yourself, basically healing yourself. You're going to get a lot of clarity through that. The universe here is helping. When you pamper yourself, you're going to fall in love with yourself. You're going to realise how great you are. So, and I think the universe is really encouraging you to do that. From the past into the future, once you start pampering yourself, I think in the past you're going to realise that there is certain boundaries that are good to have in place. And you need to head off in a direction where those boundaries will really protect you, stop you getting involved in situations that are really disingenuous for you. In your future self, yes, I think from this moment of healing will come a trailblazing moment. There is a moment that you are going to decide to ignite your passions and your connections with people that are around you, and it could be a connection that leads to marriage. This is what your passion could be deciding basically as you go forward. So yeah, and the Hierophant does know the steps in order to get towards that star card, that dream, those ambitions, those heartfelt sort of desires within you. And you know that you do need to do logical steps in order to get there, and I think you understand that. And once you're starting with this regrouping moment, you're starting to understand that moment, and you're going to head off it in that direction. On your karmic path, on your financial side, you've got something needs to change here within your life, I think, and I think you are changing it, and I think you're changing the situation. It could be that you're working too hard and that you're taking time out in order to make yourself feel a lot more fortunate about the world, but whatever it is, there's something that needs to change within you that needs this sort of I almost want to sort of say, I need more out of all of this. And you will get more out of all of this because the universe is bringing you the 10 of Pentacles. It's bringing you a lot of strength from within you of who you are and what you should be doing. There is no doubt about it. Play to your strengths. Play to who you are. Know your strengths that are within you. How's your past sort of connecting to your future? You've got the Hermit. So the Hermit knows about the shadow side of oneself. You know the things that you can do well, you know the things that you can't do well, and this allows you to clarify the sort of direction or the dreams and the aspirations of where you should be going. And this is going to help you to have or ignite or instigate this Wheel of Fortune moment, this ignition of this Wheel of Fortune moment. Yeah, and it's playing smart, and I think this is part and parcel of it. When you start playing to your strengths, this is when you're going to be playing smart, because this is what you're going to be building. You're going to be building upon your strengths as you go forward, and as you build upon those strengths, it's going to become so blatantly obvious, diffusing situations before they actually happen in order for you to get a lot more out of life and advance within your pathway. What is the future side of thing? You get the Five of Wands. Could it be conflict or competition? There is a degree of that, and you like competition, there's no doubt about it, and I understand that, and it's a really good thing, competition. I don't think it's a bad thing at all. But being your best example of who you are, I think makes you extract yourself from an old paradigm that didn't really suit you, that didn't really bring in the best for you, basically. And I think this is where you're heading towards, and I think this is what this decision and this change of fortune is all about for you, and the change of way you do things. Let's just do a bit of a clarification here. So what's with the Queen of Wands was messing around in that, so I'm going to give that to that there, concentrating on the evident path, concentrating on the here and now, basically, with the with the your evident path. Basically concentrate on the things that work. Let's just see what's going on here with the clarification. You get the Knight of Wands, being passionate about your pathway, being a bit of a trailblazer, I think, more than anything else. And I think that plays out more within your financial side, but it's a definite decision that you're making that's making you that trailblazer on your relationship side. With the Four of Swords, it's healing from situations that you didn't quite understand. Basically, you didn't really gather why people were like that. It's also bringing forward to you a lot of emotions that that you didn't really know that existed in you, allowing you to explore them with a greater detail. With the Two of Cups, you get the Seven of Pentacles, nurturing that connection with yourself. This is taking care of yourself, pandering yourself, looking after your emotional side, looking after your physical side, just looking after you more than anything else. With the Nine of Wands, you get the Ten of Wands. Yeah, there's obviously something that you need to let go of and allow them to be left behind as a sort of healthy boundary in order for you to progress forward, to be that trailblazer within your life, within that Knight of Wands. And you get backed up by the Page of Wands, engaged in your passions. I think this is where you're coming to a decision to engage in a way in certain relationships in a very passionate way, which you know the steps in order to get towards your ultimate goals and your dreams and your aspirations, which is the Ace of Cups, ultimate connection with other people. And the only way you can have the ultimate connection with other people is to have people around you that corresponds to you. And I think that's what the healthy boundaries are all about. This is where you are heading in that sort of direction. With the Wheel of Fortune, you get the Queen of Cups. I think this is a case of, if you want it, you've got to be passionate about it. You've got to radiate that around you. If you want this change of fortune within you, you've got to really start living it and being it, basically. With the Ten of Pentacles, you get the Three of Cups. Networking in a very passionate way. Basically, networking in a really good way, connecting with other people in a way that really suits you, basically, and playing to your strengths. I think it's a bit of a glow up moment, and yes, I think it's incoming. With the Hermit card, you get the Lovers. This is where you realize your weaknesses and your strengths, and I think this is where you become in alignment with yourself and of what you're doing and where you're going in regards to your sort of regards to your business and your projects and stuff like that. I think you realize that now within you. What's this playing smart all about? Having those healthy boundaries again. You know, the nine of Wands. I think this is diffusing situations by feeling it and knowing that situation, so then you can then be the best example of who you are. Out with the old and in with the new. That's that change of fortune, change of paradigm, moving into a paradigm that really corresponds with you. There you go, Aries. Thank you very much for being here with us in this whistle stop reading. Yes, you've got your monthly reading on this channel as well. I will see you there for that. In the meantime, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.